Everybody, Scratch Off Ticket Man here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We got Scratch Off tickets for today. We got Crossword, 50 grand top prize. That sounds like a plan. And we got Judge, who will be next? $100,000. That would be fantastic top prize. Let's get started. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's like, I can't not say that. I can't not say, oh, everyone have a great day. It just seems to be one of those things. And it comes out. Anyways, I do genuinely believe, or hope everyone's having a great day. Still watching lots of Olympics. Funny, having lots of really interesting conversations with buddies about with Olympics because there's so much around it. Like there's the actual, there's the whole sport of Olympics, but there's a lot of like social and political and just other things that kind of I don't feel like that maybe they're coming to a head these days, but like maybe they are. Maybe the idea that there's more people talking, and just especially after the last 4 years ago. Not saying there was like a global event that kind of that happened, but it kind of was, and there's a lot of these things where people kind of thinking a lot more about stuff. I'm bringing this up actually, not to kind of talk randomly, but just the idea that I feel like a lot of the stands, like a lot of the crowds, a lot of these events, like a lot of them are not full. Maybe I'm just watching the ones that aren't full, but it just seems like there's a lot of empty seats in some of these, and to be thinking, after the last 4 years and like making a big deal about everyone getting back together and like back to normal and stuff like that, trying to get people back in the office 3 or 4 days a week, and we can't even get people to go to the Olympics for like 2 weeks. So like, I don't know what's going on with that, but something that was kind of jumping out to me when I was watching some reruns today. Actually, watching reruns of the skateboarding. Skateboarding is just the women's skateboarding. It's just amazing, but it's all kids. It's all like kind of crazy. You're seeing these kids and wicked tricks out there and stuff like that. I do not remember any of that stuff happening when I was a kid, but. Anyways, deeper topic. Buddy, we were chatting about it. And it's like, where you are born has such an impact on who you're going to be as a person. And when you like boil it down and like, okay, people like, the good people and golden rule and, there's some basics that are kind of there that we hope everybody has. But like, where you're born and when you're born, I would argue where you're born is more important than when you're born because I think they're kind of tied together. But like you can be born in like an amazing year, but if you're born in a wrong spot, like not even like a wrong country, but just like the wrong spot in the city, can make a huge difference. So there's like we're chatting about that. We're also kind of like drilling down even further. We're just like all of these games are kind of like I don't want to say it's kind of like little mini wars going on, but like the little mini like political country battles going on because the only thing that's really dividing all these people is just where they were born. Like I was born over here, so I play for this team, and I was born over here, so I play for that team. Well, like my parents were from both of these teams, and this is the team I want to play for, sort of thing. It's like it's kind of interesting when you kind of think about it that way. But yeah, it's all battles, and it's still like kind of thinking about it. I remember watching the kayaking, like, oh, so and so from Ukraine. I'm like, you're like totally at war right now. As far as like we know from the news over here and stuff like that, but you still have time to go paddle your boat, which is okay. And nothing against that, but it's just it kind of put a few things in perspective. It's like, yeah, either it's time to go to the Olympics, or like really not sure what's going. Not saying the war is not real by any means, because like we see lots of stuff like that on news and whatnot, but it's just like there's definitely times when it feels like the people that are in control of these horrible situations around the world, but they can just take a step back and they can make themselves a sandwich and have a bubbly drink and be like, yeah, we will just have some time to go to the Olympics for a bit, kick back and unwind for a little bit. It's just it's madness. It's madness. But back to these many little competitions and wars and stuff. It's like This is a whole other deeper topic, actually, because like I've gotten into some, not to say some heated debates about it, but the idea, like, this is not a popular opinion, and it's not an opinion that I like, that I have, and I think it's something to just be said when someone has an opinion. Where even they're like, I don't like that I think like this, but um, it makes sense to me. But just the idea where like everything escalates to violence. Few things escalate to people talking about it. Eventually, even when two people are shouting, eventually someone shoves somebody or throws a fist or something like that. And just like very, very, very few things would like go from violence to like people shouting about it, unless they realize that what they're doing is dumb. And they're like, we need a mutual way to get out of this situation that neither of us want to be in. So we're just gonna start shouting at each other, and we're gonna both back away, and that's probably a good thing to do. But most things escalate to violence, and then eventually there's a winner. And when you think about it, with a lot of the sports, it's like we're watching beach volleyball today. Nothing wrong with that. Fantastic display of athletics. We're watching beach volleyball today, and you go through your preliminaries to kind of see who's a who, and then you get into the quarterfinals, and then the semifinals, and then the finals, and eventually there's one country that rules them all. I think there's a lot of things that are like that when it comes to countries, and when it comes to cultures, and when it comes to religions, and just the more I think about it, it's like, and again, I don't like how I think this way, but the further we go down this path, especially with the idea where we're so connected now with the internet, eventually you're going to have people that are going to be making decisions and go, you know what? I think there's enough going on with what this person's saying that I believe this. And then eventually you have less and less people that are believing less and less different things. And less people that are believing like the country that they're born in is like the be all and end all. Their culture is the be all and end all, and the religion is the be all and end all. But all these little things that kind of like, it's just it gets really deep sometimes. You start thinking about it. I know when we're having some of these conversations, and like no one talks for a bit because everyone's just like, I kind of hope we're wrong about this, but like, kind of feels like we're not going to be wrong about this. But anyway, it's kind of a dark. It's a dark turn to kind of think about things, but back to the idea of like where you're born. But like where you're born has like a big impact on how you look and like how you talk, and what kind of education you're gonna have, and just things that you have access to. There's just so many things that kind of go off of where you're born more than when you're born. So just a couple of things I was thinking about. It's pretty deep here. So far, we just got weird. Wonder if we got anything else here. Oh, we did get an L. An L would be fantastic. That would be. Yeah, I think everything's kind of reduced now to needing an L or an S. We would have a whole bunch of stuff if we had an L or an S. If I only had an L or an S. I think that's it. I think we just got weird. That's okay. Let's move on here to the lucky symbol. I don't know. I'm curious if other people, I think it's something to have thoughts where you're like, I think this is right, but I don't like how this is how I think. So we had Ladybug, we had a gem, we had a toy, we had a boat, and we had a book. You could probably write a pretty good story if you just took that as inspirato and kind of ran with it. Just gonna leave it at that for now. IP Tenacious D. Like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Moving on here, we got Jaws. It will be next. I'm hoping we can get some more stuff on this Jaws here. Well, we got 5, we got 11, we got 26, we got 48, and we got 23. It'd be awesome just like way out of the gate we got something good. Life doesn't work like that, but that's okay. I'm deep in thought right now about the idea of like, even with the Olympics in general, like just the idea like when they started. Because I think it was 1896, I think was like the first like quote unquote modern Olympics games. And it's every 4 years, and you think about it, okay, well, it's every 4 years, so we can do 25 a year, but like it, it's like a long time, but like the way technology is going and the way kind of things are going socially in the world, like I'm just not sure how many more Olympics we're gonna have. Like, and I know that's probably that's a weird statement for someone to make because everyone's just like, oh, I don't know if things are going to keep changing, for the better or for the worse sort of thing. But like another deeper topic is just with like AI and the singularity. This is a whole thing. This is a whole other like topic. We're gonna need a way bigger scratch card for me to kind of go down the rabbit hole, my thoughts on that stuff. But the idea, like, I'm not sure the world's going to be in a place where, and I'm only saying this because of how many empty seats there are in a lot of the games right now. But just the idea when, if the world does take a weird turn, where like we're not on like a friendly basis, where like yeah we can make time, politically, but also just financially for a lot of people too, where they're going to be doing this stuff. Is the Olympic Games going to be like the super haves like thing to do? And the have-nots are just going to be like, we don't even watching this. We're not even watching you just flaunt all the money that you have. Meanwhile, we're sitting at home playing on a Meta Quest 5, not leaving our homes. We're all living in condos, basically, like 450 square foot condos with shared bathrooms. Oh, man. I'm way down a rabbit hole right now. Not seeing 5 here. Not seeing 11 here. Not seeing 26. Not seeing 48 and not seeing 23. Hopefully, someone else, if they spot one of these, it's wrong, then they'll point it out again. That's fantastic. Let's move on to the bonus. We got a show. We got another show. Do we got a third show? We got a tree. That's okay. That's okay. That's what my brain does emotionally. Just says, you know what? When things aren't going your way, just say that's okay. Things work out, or they don't. That is life. All right, well, those are our tickets for today. We did got one word on the crossword, but we need 2 words. S or L would have been fantastic. Didn't get that today, and then nothing on Jaws, as far as I know. All right, hopefully everyone has a fantastic day. I think we got two more days of Olympics, something like that. We're trying to get to the end. I'm curious to see what they do for the closing ceremonies, because the opening ceremonies had a little bit of controversy. We'll kind of go from there. All right, have a good day, everybody. See you next one. Good luck out there.